Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pasio Tower video. Today we finished a Psychic Tower floor 30. Skip to 8 minutes 25 seconds if you want to just watch that run. I do the model floor 30 right now, then I do a little bit of yapping before. But if you really just want to see that run, go to 8 minutes 25 seconds, that's where the run is. However, for this model run, I'm kind of going to go through play-by-play because I haven't done this in a hot minute. Basically, you just want to use Relic Song of Wonder and then start attacking with Hilda and Steven. You just want to do the attack form with Deoxys. And you don't want to actually buff with Hilda yet, you just want to use Giga Impact. Teeter Dance is very important here because when you confuse the enemies, Hilda is able to heal herself. She's able to kind of debuff the enemies when she attacks them. And this Deoxys Disarm is able to work. So Psychic Boost disarms the opponent, which lowers their attack and special attack. And that's super important. And then here you just keep on using Giga Impact with Hilda just to reduce the sync move countdown. Relic Song of Wonder is important because you kind of want to keep using it to dodge Lugia's flying type attacks. Rosa, when she is in her fighting form, is weak against flying moves, and so you just want to be careful about that. Here you're actually going to go ahead and use the trainer move on Hilda. The reason why you want to use the trainer move now is because it reduces the sync move countdown by 1. So after syncing with Rosa, you can go ahead and sync again after just 2 waves of your attacks. So that's why we delay the trainer move here. And then of course keep attacking the Lugia. This run you only attack the Lugia. The reason why is because you want to Psychic Boost the Lugia to lower its attack and special attack. But also you will defeat the side Pokemons. Don't worry about touching the side Pokemons because you will defeat them. The second sync move you're going to be actually using with Deoxys. This is so that you can go ahead and get that second sync move buff up, or I guess the third and the fourth one up. And then also you want to kind of delay Hilda's sync move so that you can summon Psychic Terrain later on in the fight. This person, their Rosa, is actually 4 out of 5 copies, so when they use Ode to Glory, they actually reduce the sync move countdown by 1 extra. If you don't have her at 4 out of 5 copies, you're gonna have to rely on Sync Move Cheese or Booster Energy. Honestly, I wouldn't get too greedy, and I would just, if you can't get the Sync Move Cheese in, your Sync Move is delayed a turn, and honestly, you're just gonna have to deal with your Sync Move being delayed a turn. I don't think it will impact it that much. After Lugia's Sync Move, you have to be cautious about not having your Rosa die. So you're gonna be wanting to use your potions on Rosa and Deoxys, of course, so that they don't die. Again, Giga Impact is super effective against fighting Rosa, so you want to be careful about dying to a super effective Giga Impact. Here, they use their sync with Hilda to get Psychic Terrain up, and they're using Giga Impact and Psycho Boost, Ode to Glory here. Because again, Ode of Glory is at 4 out of 5 copies, it reduces the sync move countdown by 1, so they're able to sync. But instead of syncing, they decided to use the Shining Sword Psyblade. Their sequencing is kind of off here because what they should have done instead was sync with Deoxys and then use an attack with Hilda and then use that Psyblade. So you can see their sequencing is a little bit off here, and you can definitely make the sequencing a little bit better on your part. That being said, though, Deoxys is almost dead, so they heal the Deoxys, they use the Giga Impact here, and here they're going to start using their Booster Energy. Booster Energy here is really important because not only does it reduce the sync move countdown so that you have a more favorable timing to use your sync move, but also that Booster Energy is going to, boost your next Psyblade, and that's going to do a ton of damage. Keep in mind that none of your characters have Vigilance, so with this Lugia sync move, if this Lugia knocks out an important Pokemon, then you might have trouble finishing this fight. Actually, in the runs that I didn't have much troubles getting crit here, and so you just have to pray that you don't have an important Pokemon get flinched. Here they go ahead and sync with Deoxys, which does a good amount of damage, but honestly what does more damage is the Psyblade that you're going to see here, their second Psyblade. Because at 5 out of 5 copy, Hilda is able to refresh that Psyblade. It does a ton of damage, it flinches, and at this point it's all about finishing the Pokemon off. And because you got the flinch there, it also buys you extra time for Rosa to use Relic Song of Wonder to buff your Psycho Boost and your Giga Impact. And at this point, you should be finishing everything off. And at this point, this person is just cleaning up, mainly targeting the Lugia, because the Lugia has a potential of using an AoE Blizzard that will knock out everything. And you can eat a Glassy Glide here. But they were able to knock out the Celebi before they can use the Glassy Glide. Again, this Blizzard will knock them out, but they were able to get a lucky enough clear to clear out the Lugia. So sequencing is pretty easy here. You don't really need to rely on any like flinch cheesing or whatnot. Just gotta make sure that you time your moves right and your Hilda finishes everything off. So enjoy the rest of the run, my run. Alright, so I picked up that call and it was, well, I needed to pick up that call, but we did learn a few things from our first few runs with Psychic Tower. One thing is I need to make sure, it's hard because I want to be in fighting form, so when I use Ode to Glory it raises my attack of the of my Hilda, but now I'm weak to flying, which I didn't realize she was weak to flying when she's in her fighting form, which it makes things a little bit more difficult. And of course, I don't feel like I was doing that much sync move damage. I don't know, I felt like the sync move didn't really do that much damage, and honestly a lot of my damage came from the Shining Sword Psyblade. So I think I really need to prioritize using booster energy just to boost the Shining Sword Psyblade. That might be more important than getting the perfect flinch timing. And because of that, I've also kind of changed my gear to be more in line with doing damage with normal attacks. The nice thing is, because all three characters I'm using are champions, I don't really need the psychic theme. I can just have the champion theme, and that fulfills the roles. But let's run it again. I didn't even play that many runs, but I've already changed things because I just don't feel like I'm doing enough damage. But we might need to change more things depending on how these runs feel. But I'm a little bit smarter. I kind of know what I need to be doing now, especially the Rosa. I didn't realize that she was weak against flying when she's in her fighting form. I want a Blizzard. I got crit on my Deoxys. Okay, that run's over. I thought I had Disarm on my... What? Am I using a different team? I might be using... Is it the right preset? Because I should be using this. I don't know if that made a difference. I had Disarm there. Wait, did my sync grids not change? Because maybe I did this. No, Disarm. What? How did Disarm not work? Oh, it lowers it because I didn't confuse. That's why that run felt so awful. I forgot to confuse. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I forgot to confuse them. That's why I was so confused, because Disarm only works when they're under status change. I'm an idiot. Okay. We'll figure it out this time. We are going to use our Teeter Dance. Last time I got a lucky sleep on the Lugia here too, so I'm kind of sad that oh, evasiveness though. I'll take the evasiveness any day of the week. Because I think the evasiveness does matter, question mark, on the Celebi and speaking. Big question mark, I'm pretty sure it does. There we go. Wait, no, they have Piercing Gaze. So they might all have Piercing Gaze and I just didn't realize. But Confusion still works on them. Confusion can still stop their attack. Just gotta make sure I inflict them with Confusion, which might be difficult late into the fight, but it's fine. Okay. We're gonna sync with Rosa here. And then Relic Song of Wonder, so that I don't take this Brave Bird damage. And syncing with Steven. Fortunately, early on in the fight, maybe I should delay my Gloria attack just in case I inflict sleep. Yeah, I should be delaying it. I need to be more, need to be more cognizant of that. Okay, which I was there. I'm gonna try to use Sync Move Cheese, Cosmic Power. I did get the Sync Move Cheese and perfect. That means I don't need to use Booster Energy. Okay. And then we want to switch out of Fighting Form so that we don't take massive damage from Lugia. I think this run is going alright. I mean, no relevant sleep, but I'm feeling alright. I'm in Psychic mode, so I'm just going to heal my Deoxys here. And we're just going to keep on lowering Lugia's attack and special attack. Beautiful. Take a bunch of damage. Now it's time to use Hilda's move. Relic Song of Wonder here. We're going to try to Sync Move Cheese in a Booster Energy. It doesn't really matter if I Sync Move Cheese this in. Okay, Psycho Boost doing the damage. Relic Song of Wonder. We're going to want to use another one so we don't die to Giga Impact. And then now we can go ahead and sync with Steven. And then Relics. No, I want to sync with Steven. Think about it. Think. Wait. Fell asleep. So I'm going to sync with Steven. I'm going to use Potion on myself. And then I'm going to use the big boy move. Oh my gosh. Lugia just got resistance. Condition resistance. That's so unfortunate. That means Lugia is not going to get flinched. Which means I'm going to take massive damage here. Uh-oh. I may have just killed my Hilda. I may have just killed her. Because now she's going to be in fighting form. That's fine. No, I didn't kill her, but she's almost dead. You know what? What if I just don't attack with... What if I just don't attack with Hilda right here? We're gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna use it again. I can't do it again. Screw it. We're gonna do that. And we hope that we clear somehow. And wait a minute. I cleared it if I don't get crit. Wait, I cleared it? Top 10 most unexpected clears of all time? Hold up. I'm not even happy because I didn't even think it looked close. But yes, I was right. In terms of the Lucky Gear, I needed to focus on... Shout out to Lucky Gear. I needed to focus on... not crits, but I need to focus on normal moves. And then with Hilda, if I just buff her enough... Yes, did I say the right name? Because I've been mixing up the name all the video. Yeah, okay, shout out to Gear. Not even characters. I'm still in disbelief that I completed that. It didn't look close. But yeah, it's just booster energy and then into Psyblade and using as much Relic Songs of Wonder to increase my attack move up next effect. And yeah, just hard focusing the Lugia. Like literally that fight I literally didn't even target Suicune or Celebi. I just needed to focus on a middle Pokemon, and then Steven was just there to do enough chip damage. And I mean, he did get the finishing blow in, so that's okay. I didn't expect to win that battle, but it happened. So like, I mean, what can I say? That was strange. That's a strange one. I'm happy I was able to do it with such limited investment. I mean, granted, I did use 20 Plaques of Perfection on Steven and 20 Plaques of Perfection on Hilda, but I used them throughout the entire run. Like, you know, I used them throughout the entire run. Did they need to be level 180 for the entire run? No. Did they need to be level 200, or did they need to be level 200 for the entire run? No. But did they need to be level 200 for that particular fight? Yes. So I do have a cheaper clear than this person because my Rose was only 3 out of 5 copies instead of 4 out of 5. And then, yeah, I mean, in terms of investment, it's pretty cheap. Again, this person has Ethan. That's not Ethan, that's Elio. This is a cool clear. I mean, I was tempted to do that clear because I do have Elio at 2 out of... He's not M6. I do have him at 2 out of 5 copies for some reason. They give those guys out for free. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? 400? I can't even do more videos because I don't even have attempts to do more videos, guys. Like, I can do more runs. Well, I'll leave it until when I do the runs. But yeah, weird clear. Really, really weird clear. I didn't expect it. Shout out to Gear. Espaltha? Is this Pokemon even in the game? Who would even have this Pokemon? I'm just confused all around. Thank you for watching. You're beautiful the way you are. Next time, when I have more attempts, I will do other towers. I can do, well, I'll spoil it. I can do ice. You know what? Let's just say I can do more tower. I'm going to make a whole another video about that. So again, thank you for watching beautiful the way you are. And next time, more Pasio Tower. I've completed Psychic Tower. We are 7 out of 10. 7 out of 17. So, not bad. Not bad.